The man had in his press conference mentioned that his name has been in reports and he's talked to his agent about that. Well, look, first of all, you know why. Because he could be a hot commodity. I'm buying the fact that he is stepping down because he wants some time and some rest. And I talked about this in late November, early December. Before anybody had it, we had it on our show that this could potentially happen. And so when I look at that, as I said yesterday, you got to think that there will be several job openings next year. When you've coached for as long as he's coached in one spot, sometimes you get burned out and you want to recharge your battery. And in order to be able to do that, you take a step away and you go do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's pursue a job in television so you can stay close to the game and stay close to the rosters and understand what teams are doing. So then when you come back, you are not missing anything opposed to just going dark for a year. He's not coaching for anybody this season. In 2022 of September, Sean Payton will not be on anyone's sidelines. In 2023, he will certainly be on the sideline.
And that's what that actually lines up very well with the idea that what you said yesterday, this could be it for Mike McCarthy with the Cowboys if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, Jay.
It was a gracious exit, what I heard yesterday. I mean, first off, his presser was a long time. My man was up there just going, Key. But there's, look, this is like a chess play to me. This is, I no longer want to be here. Here's how I'm going to exit the organization. When I hear Sean Payton speak, he commands an audience. You listen. He is respectful, but in a way, almost you fear him to a degree, right? Because of this authoritative position when he talks. When I hear Mike McCarthy speak, I think about somebody who's a little bit more timid. I'm not saying this translates to coaching styles. I'm just talking about tone. Even if it was the way he was able to articulate, hey, my guys, during the prayer, it seemed like they were anxious and then taking it back. I don't get that feeling with Sean Payton. And it makes me think about the missing ingredient to the recipe for the Dallas Cowboys.
You're speaking as an athlete who needed to stand before a coach and be inspired or be led or be, whatever the thing that coach is giving you, you're feeling it differently from Sean Payton than Mike McCarthy.
Yes, Max, and I know that Dak Prescott is the leader of the team, and I know that he's the person that speaks up to everybody, but when you have a coach that has a commanding presence like Sean Payton, the more and more I heard him talk yesterday, the more and more I thought about that's what the Dallas Cowboys need more than anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, am I buying what he's selling? As Key said, yeah, I'm buying his plan and everything. I don't know if I'm buying the fact that shucks, my agent just said, I don't know anyone's. I'm sure he's been contacted by several media outlets. At the very least, if there's any speculation, you're going to get on the phone, do your due diligence, be like, hey, coach going to be available? Of course. Because of what you just said. Of course he'd be good on TV. Now.
And not that Mike McCarthy doesn't get the respect from the Dallas Cowboys players. His style is different than Sean Payton's. Mike McCarthy's style has to grow on you as a player over time. What is it that Jerry doesn't have, Max?
Championship in the last 27 years.
Time. He doesn't have time left.
That's right.
To be messing around for Mike McCarthy to turn the players into his personality. You get a guy like Sean Payton, you got a guy coming in with a whip. I wouldn't be surprised if you look up, and this is just hypothetical, not going to happen, but Sean Payton's the type of guy that comes into the team, and Ezekiel Elliott probably is a favorite son, and everybody likes him, and he's getting paid. And he'd come in and tell Zeke and Jerry, we want you to take a pay cut, or we're going to have to cut you. And now, all of a sudden, a guy like Zeke gets cut, guess what happens? Everybody else pays attention. So now he took somebody out to wake everybody else up. Mike McCarthy's doesn't have that personality. And that's what you got to have to win games in a National Football League. Tony Dungy did it his way, but there's only one Tony Dungy. There's only one. When you think about these successful coaches that win Super Bowls, Mike Tomlin doesn't mess around.
No.
Right? Doesn't mess around. He doesn't have time for the B you fill in the last word. I mean, a last letter. He just doesn't have time for it. Bill Belichick doesn't have time for it. And that's how Tom Coughlin didn't have time for it. That's
There's
how you
too
win.
much to do. There's too much to do.
Do you guys? There was a story that was told back in 2019 about a motivational tactic that Sean Payton used for his team. He brought 4 armed guards into the Saints locker room and wheeling in the Lombardi Trophy with $225,000 of cash on top of it. And he said, "Y'all want this? Win effing 3 games."
Yeah.
Win effing 3 games. Like, so, Key, you get a bona fide leader. This is what it is. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm not recluse. I'm not trying to send out messages. This is my team. And who has Jerry Jones won championships? A coach similar to that. This is my team. This is how I'm going to operate. Number 1. Number 2, I've heard a lot of people talk about Kellen Moore. You know, he's not really the answer, and he's not going to upgrade. All right. Who's calling the plays now when Sean Payton is there?
Sean
Payton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Number 3, it feels like the one missing thing with this team is a damn heartbeat. Let's be real about it, Key. Let's call it what it is. Like, is Dak Prescott that for you? Maybe, but I feel like Dak needs somebody to elevate him.
That's what I'm saying.
Quarterback whisperer. He becomes the damn heartbeat. I feel like this team doesn't have a heartbeat. It's a missing link. So why wouldn't you go out and get that
When
man
you say
that
heartbeat,
brings...
when you say heartbeat, what I hear is not just like, oh, the heart to win, but like the beat, like everyone's on the same page. You're not disorganized.
And the sense of urgency that constantly pushes you. Come on. Every day, relentless.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.